This is the LegendFlame Damon 39-inch W electric fireplace insert, model EF265B. My honest first impression, it looks and feels like a real hearth, not a flat panel pretending to be a fire. The three-sided brick interior and deep ember bed make a big difference. When the flames roll slow and the logs glow from within, I get that cozy layered look I usually only see in a real firebox. From my experience, setup was simple. I slid it into a retired masonry fireplace, leveled it, and plugged it into a standard 120-volt outlet. No venting, no gas line, no chimney worries. I did plan the outlet location so I wouldn't have a visible cord draping across the hearth. If you're new to this, it's worth knowing that this model is plug-in only and cannot be hardwired. If your old firebox doesn't have power nearby, adding an outlet behind or inside the opening keeps things clean. Key features that stand out to me are the flame realism, the flexible controls, and the strong built-in vibe. The flames have 4 brightness settings and 5 speeds, so I can tune the mood from slow and simmering to lively. I keep the speed low for reading and bump it up when I want it to feel like fresh logs just caught. The mood lights, 9 settings shining down from the top, highlight the brick texture and the log details even when the flames are more subtle. The resin log set is well detailed and glows in a way that looks like embers breathing. I prefer natural tones, and this leans into orange and yellow instead of flashy colors, which in my opinion keeps it believable. The glass door with the mesh screen gives it a traditional look and adds a safety layer. The viewing glass stays cool to the touch in the flame area because there's no real combustion, which is great around kids and pets, though the heater vent does get hot. The entire unit is CSA certified, which in simple terms means a third-party lab tested it for safety in North America. That mattered to me because I run it a lot during the evenings. On heat, it's a 120-volt, 750, 1500-watt unit, rated at up to 5100 BTUs. If BTUs are new to you, it's a way to describe heat output. Translated to daily life, it's supplemental heat for about 400 square feet. Perfect for a living room, bedroom, or den, not a full house solution. In my case, it takes the chill off a medium-sized room quickly. The fan pushes warm air forward, and the built-in thermostat cycles on and off to hold your setting. There's a short fan run before and after the heat engages. That's intentional cooling of the heating element, and it helps with longevity. The remote is straightforward. Power, heat, flame brightness, speed, mood light, and timer. It's IR, so it needs a line of sight. If a coffee table blocks the receiver, I sometimes have to lean around it. Not a deal breaker, just something to remember. There's a beep when changing settings, and if that sound bugs you, holding the flame button for a few seconds on the unit toggles the beep off. That little trick made late-night adjustments less intrusive. I've used the crackling sound a fair bit. It's a recorded loop that adds a nice layer of ambience. On low volume, it blends well with background noise, like a fan or soft music. Some people might find any loop repetitive after a while. I mostly use it at the start of a relaxing evening and then turn it down once I settle in. The fan sound during heating is a steady whoosh, white noise territory. In my opinion, it's acceptable, especially given the amount of warm air it moves. The design is what sold me. A lot of electric fireplaces look like a TV with fire on it. This one avoids that flat look because of the layered firebox. Brick sides, a sloped ceiling, and a deep ember bed. The parallax effect is real. When I shift my view, the scene changes the way a real firebox does. With the glass and mesh, it reads as a proper hearth rather than a gadget. Installation is flexible. It works freestanding, recessed, or as an insert. I used it as an insert, and I'd recommend this for anyone repurposing an old wood-burning opening. If your opening is larger than the unit's frame, 38.7 inches wide by 26.1 inches high by 11.6 inches deep, get a trim kit to cover gaps. It makes the install look custom. One practical note, give it a few feet of clearance in front of the heater outlet and don't drape anything over the front. That's basic safety for fan-forced heaters. From my experience, performance lines up with the spec sheet. The heat output is consistent with a 1500-watt heater. The glass stays clean because you're not dealing with ash or soot. Maintenance is wiping the glass, vacuuming the intake and exhaust vents to keep airflow strong, and occasionally swapping the remote batteries. If you smell a slight odor on the first heat cycle, that's normal. It's manufacturing residues burning off. It goes away. The unit also has overheat protection. If vents are blocked and it trips, unplugging for about 10 to 15 minutes resets it. It's perfect for anyone who wants the look and feel of a real fireplace without dealing with wood, smoke, or gas. Apartments, basements, and family rooms benefit the most. I use it year-round with flames only in summer and with heat in shoulder seasons, which saves me from nudging the central thermostat for the whole home. The flame visuals alone are worth it for me. In my opinion, the pros far outweigh the quirks. The realism is better than a lot of models I've tried in stores. The controls are easy, and the build feels solid. The drawbacks are predictable for this category. The fan is audible when heating. The remote needs a clear path, and you need to plan cable management since it can't be hardwired. The crackling sound is a matter of taste. I like having it, but not all the time. I'd recommend this for homeowners converting a wood-burning fireplace, renters who need a plug-in hearth vibe with no venting, and anyone who wants a clean, safe, and convincing flame effect with enough heat to make a mid-size room comfortable. If you value that traditional look with modern convenience, the EF265B hits the sweet spot. In conclusion, the LegendFlame Damon EF265B checks the boxes I care about: convincing depth, easy plug-and-play setup, adjustable heat and flame, and smart safety. It turns an empty firebox into a warm focal point and does it with style and minimal fuss. If you're on the fence, consider your room size, your outlet location, and how visible you want the cord to be. If those line up, this is a strong pick. I will post full information about the LegendFlame Damon 39-inch W electric fireplace insert in the comments section. See you in the following videos.